Hi, I'm Nancy Schick, attorney, mediator, and conflict resolution coach in New York City. My goal is to keep you out of court and build your conflict resolution skills. So let's talk about dating someone you work with, right? We all have to do the mandatory sexual harassment training, prevention training, right? Not how to do it, but how to prevent it. We have to do that now in New York annually. And this is one of the questions that I get a lot when I'm teaching the course, whether it's online in my online school, which there'll be a link to in the notes. But it's also when I'm teaching this live, it's something that people will come up and ask me about afterwards. So should you do it? 40%, according to several studies, 40% of all employees admit that they have done it, including when there's a policy. So my short answer to you of should you do it is it depends, right? Classic lawyer answer. Some of the things that you need to consider is my number one rule of sexual harassment prevention is assume that if you're at work, that the other people in your workplace are also there to work, or if you're visiting someone else's workplace, right? If you're in a workplace, assume that people are there to work. So you want to consider that before you make any kind of move, right? You want to think about whether or not your employer has a policy that restricts you from dating someone. And definitely, if you supervise them, there's probably a policy. So these are some of the considerations. And then you want to look at the risk versus the reward. If this is somebody you just met that you're attracted to, but you don't really know, you might want to tread lightly there. You might want to really look a little bit deeper to how much you work together currently and how much you're likely to work together in the future. Are you the type of person that's willing to put in the extra time to make sure that any kinds of conflict get resolved effectively before you bring them to work, right? Are you a person that goes above and beyond generally? You might be able to manage this. But if you're not, if you're one of those people that's kind of skating by in a lot of areas of your life, you're likely to end up in a claim. That's what I see a lot of times when I'm mediating these kinds of disputes, whether I'm coaching people on how to manage them and navigate them, or if I'm investigating them. So in short, if you can date someone that you work with, but it'll probably require a lot of extra effort. And again, if you're not one of those people that thinks through their relationships yet, and that's fine, right? It's okay. There's a lot of people out there that we're still learning our way around how to do these kinds of intimate relationships, but you want to think about the risk of losing your job or having a lawsuit. Now, again, I talk about a lot of this in my sexual harassment course online, and I will have a link to that in the notes to this video. And I invite you to go online, take that course, because it does go beyond the model sexual harassment training that is required now annually here in New York. Let's make 2020 our best year yet. Have a great week.